Hello friends, I'm going to explain you today the simplest method to shoot your video for your class and upload it. I used here number of books. I collected all of them and I placed a hanger at sufficient height. Then I placed my phone in such a way horizontally that the back camera is facing the board or the paper, whatever you are using. And the benefit of keeping the phone like this is that you have access to your screen and you can control the camera buttons. Then let me show you the app I am using. I'm using this Open Camera app. This Open Camera app, which I already explained in my previous video how to record and upload video on YouTube. You can see the Open Camera app. It's a very useful app. Download it from the Google Play Store. I opened the Open Camera app and now you can see the things written on the board are visible. Now here, if I can show you all the features which we have in the Open Camera app, this is the whiteness and darkness control button. So you can increase the brightness or decrease the brightness, and you can check whether the content written on your paper is easily visible or not. For example, let me show you changing the brightness. You can see this bar here. If you change the brightness, the visibility of the things written change. So you can be satisfied by adjusting it whether this is the right brightness or you want more, right? Then these two locks, just lock them. Now your brightness is locked and it will not change. If you touch the screen, you can see these squares coming, red color squares, and this focuses the camera on your things written here. So if you touch the screen 2-3 times, you can easily make it out that your camera is focused or not. Then you can see I have to actually shift my board here and there so that I can confirm that my content is completely visible. And I'm touching the focus of my camera to focus on this phone screen so that the visibility of the content is clear. After that, there is a button. This is zoom in or zoom out button. If you use it, then you can focus the camera. You can zoom the photo below the camera, and if you use the minus sign, you can focus the camera. You can zoom out the things below your camera. So just get satisfied that when you are satisfied that your content is clearly visible and focus is clear, you don't need any zoom in or zoom out, then you can start teaching. Now if the teaching is concerned, you can use the board, But as I have to write a lot of mathematics and physics, so I use the A4 size papers and a normal pen. So if I show you, now I think you can easily see that I placed this second phone on the hanger as I did earlier, and now I focused my camera with help of my mobile holder over it to show you how to operate the screen while recording your class. As I said, touch your screen to focus the things on the content you have written, and I use a simple pen. I have taken it 0.8 mm because if it is a thick writer, then it is visible clearly. Now if say I want to write magnetic field is today's topic. You can see that it is clearly visible, but I'll test and I'll touch this screen. You can see that when I'm touching it, the clarity is changing. Sometimes as I have to keep this hanger at a little lower height because I have to put my phone over it, but if you are keeping it sufficiently high, then it is much better focused. Now I have increased the height a little, and you can see that the content is so clear. Now I will switch the camera on, and I set 3 seconds, and now recording has been started. Now let me tell you that if somehow you need a break in between your class, then a beautiful button, a very useful button is given here, that is this pause button. I don't like to edit my videos because in one go we can do it, because we have to shoot it every day, and we have to upload it every day, a new chapter. So editing takes a lot of time that we don't have. So I use this pause button. Whenever I want to change the position of my camera to shoot any three-dimensional model in some other way, then I used to pause this button. Now your recording is paused. You can see it here. And now I can change its position, delicate situation, but I can change its situation. I can place it in my hand if I need it, and if I want to say take a break for something, then I can pause it, I can go, I can complete that work in 5-6 minutes, and I can come back and switch it on, and my recording will start again at the same place. So normally I don't need editor. Once you explain the things, this is magnetic field, and this is the charge moving in this direction with velocity v. So what will be the force on this charge? That will be given by q v cross b. And can you see that whenever my content is going out of frame, I shift my paper because I can see the screen. So it is very necessary that the screen is visible to you. Then you can adjust your paper whenever you are required, and this whole paper can act as the whiteboard for you. I use colored pencils to make the content interesting, because I have to draw a lot of diagrams to explain the physics concepts, and there are some thick pens also. So it's not mandatory. You can use them, the sketch pens. You can use them if you want, and you can simply use the normal pen and can go with your powerful teaching. Then I don't know now, it was 200-300 rupees clay. So sometimes there is a three-dimensional concept, so I use this clay to explain my concepts, like I have to explain them about a vector and a vector perpendicular to it. So I used this clay and I placed it like it. Then a vector is here. Then these type of sticks, झाड़ू से निकाल लिया इनको, और डिफरेंट कलर्स से मैंने वेक्टर्स बनाए और बच्चों को जो 3 डायमेंशनल देना था इफ़ेक्ट, तो जैसे इस तरह से मैंने इस स्टिक का यूज़ किया और जो क्ले थी उसको यूज़ करके इस स्टिक को कवर कर दिया, और उसके बाद फिर वेक्टर बना दिया। ये देखिए आप एरो दिख रहा है। अभी तो मैं बहुत ही जल्दी में इसको बना रही हूँ, थोड़ा सा अच्छे से बनाया था। ऑल माई वीडियोज़ आर ऑन फिज़िक्स बाय प्रतिभा द्विवेदी, सो you can go to the channel and you can observe where I use 3D effects, because the top thumbnail means which is the cover paper of your video, which tells that what is inside the video. So whenever I used some tool as a supporting tool, so I used the thumb. I have shown it on my thumbnail. So like I use this clay, and if I want to explain my children that the vector, pink vector is perpendicular to blue vector, then I used a stick, clay and a 3-dimensional model to give them 3-dimensional view, which can enhance their imagination and they can easily get the difficult concepts of physics. So these were the simple tools, because children play with the clay. So these were the simple tools which I used to, I experimented and I used to make the teaching a little bit interesting. And once this whole recording is going on, once my recording is over, I touched it. My recording is saved in File Manager. So now I'll search the File Manager. See the File Manager. I think you can see the File Manager here. I touched the File Manager and then I touched the video. My video is here. This is my video. You can see the paper and the things written over it. So I touched it. When I touched it, there are 3 dots. If you can see the 3 dots, these are the 3 dots. And every phone has different system to share. So if you can see these 3 dots, I touched these 3 dots. There is an option for share. Now, since I used to share it on YouTube, so the phone is giving, the artificial intelligence is already giving me share with YouTube, but there are different options also. See, Facebook, then Gmail, Bluetooth, editor InShot, messages, WhatsApp. So there are so many options, and if your phone is not asking for YouTube as the first option, then you can search in the options given down for your YouTube. Now share with YouTube, don't touch always, touch just once. Now a screen is opened. Let me remove this rubber band because it is hindering the screen, and look at the upload option here. And if you scroll the screen, here is title. So like I will touch it and I will write whatever is the title, magnetic field. Right? After that, scroll it more. There is a description. So if I want to write to my students that learn how to calculate magnetic field. Right? Now there is an option which asks you whether your channel is private or public. So I will touch the public, that is anyone can see it, and then I will touch the upload button and YouTube will start its work. If you are uploading your channel first time, then before this page, one more page will be opened and they will ask you from which Google account you want to upload. So I think most of us have our Gmail account. So that Gmail account we have to just type there. That whole process I have shown you in my previous video, how to upload your YouTube video, how to record and upload your YouTube video, and its third part is having that whole process in which you have to use your Google account first time to upload your video. After that, you don't need anything. Once you have uploaded your YouTube video first time, you don't need to do anything. You just shoot your video which you are already shooting for your classes and then upload them on YouTube. After uploading your video, it is safe there in the YouTube cloud. You can delete that video from your mobile, keeping your mobile memory free, and you just have to share that link on the platform wherever you are taking your online classes. Your students can touch that link, can open that link on the YouTube anytime, anywhere, and can go through the classes number of times they want. You can see the processes is going on. And this is the benefit of YouTube, that your students' mobile will also not get filled with the number of videos, and the memory will be filled full, and the student will not be able to go through those videos, and maybe the students are deleting them without going through them. But just think that teachers are putting so much effort to shoot those videos, but since they are not on proper cloud, proper channel, so students are not able to access them. All the subjects videos are getting uploaded in their WhatsApp or in their platform, and they are filling their memory, and the students are not able to use those videos if even they want. Moreover, when you are putting so much effort, then let it be public so that any needy student can access it. Maybe that student is not financially well, and that student cannot pay for coachings, and that student, even the vegetable sellers are having smartphones nowadays. So if that student is having their smartphone and having internet access, at least those students can go through your video and can change. You can be a life changer to somebody. You can be a lamp in somebody's life. So it's really a noble work which we teachers are doing in this pandemic. And one more thing which I forgot to tell friends, that keep your mobile in landscape mode. This is known as landscape mode because for YouTube the landscape mode is the best mode. So place your mobile in this way to shoot your video. And now let we see the YouTube video is uploaded. My video is uploaded. Now there is another thing which we have to do. We can leave it right now as it is. Now let me find my YouTube. And the library. Here is a folder, library. Touch it and take my videos. Touch them. Now here is the video which I have just shooted, right? Play it.
3 seconds.
Now you can see the video is being played. Now touch the share button. You have number of options. Now you can touch the WhatsApp, for example, if you want to share your video on WhatsApp. Since this phone is not having WhatsApp, this phone is not in working condition, I'm just using it to explain the things. So here we don't have the WhatsApp. But if I want to share it on some other platform, say on messages, let me see if messages are coming here. And I can take any one to whom I want to share my video. I just touched it and you can see the link is here. The link is here and this arrow is to share. The same process will be with the WhatsApp. You open the group or the place where you want to share the video and that arrow will come. You just touch that arrow and your link will be shared with that group, and then anybody can access that video anytime. Next thing which I have to tell you is that here is another app which you have to download. This is YouTube Studio. Go to Google Play. Touch the Google Play. There will be a taskbar. Just right there, download YouTube Studio. You can see the app. It's YouTube's editor. I have downloaded it right now and open it. Now get started and see your video. That means the video I have just shooted is there. Touch it. And you can see here a pen. Touch this pen. Now you can see the title you have written. Then the description you have written. In case your title you want to change, your description you want to change, you just have to touch this pen and the cursor is there. You can see the cursor is there. This pen is there. You can touch it and the cursor is there. You can change the name. You can change the description. Public. Select audience. This is a new column where you have to tell whether your video is for kids or not. Don't select yes, it is made for kids. Select no, it is not made for kids, because if you are selecting it is made for kids, then there are some restrictions. Although your channel and your class is for students, then also you don't select it is made for kids. Select no, it is not made for kids. Then they are asking you whether your video has to be restricted for the viewers over 18. No, you have simple educational video, so you touch no. Don't restrict my video for viewers of 18 years age. After that, come back to the this and just to see this add tags. Here you have to select the key points of your video. Like I will select magnetic field. And then touch this comma and see it is tagged. That means whenever any student types on YouTube magnetic field, then YouTube search engine will search for this word, and all the videos which are having explanation over magnetic field and the tag key point is there, key word is there, all those videos will be shown to that user. So whatever you have explained in your video, keywords you have to tag here. Like I want to write class 12th physics. Then touch the comma and the second word is tagged. So this is something which you have to do after you uploaded your YouTube video. And after that you have a save option here. One more thing I just want to tell you, that there is a pen here and download thumb is written. In the next video I'll tell you how to make thumbnail. Thumbnail means the cover which will come here, and that will tell your users, your students, what is in this topic. But you just have to touch this pen here, and they will show that YouTube have selected these pictures from your video as the thumbnail, and they have placed one thumbnail here already. If you want to change, then custom thumbnail is written here. So you can touch it and they will ask you that go to your photo gallery and select any of the thumbnail you have prepared. Since I am not using this phone, so all the settings are disturbed in this phone. So they are asking you to learn more and cancel options they are giving, but this is the way. You have to complete your uploading process. I hope this is useful for you and you will be able to lit the lamp of education for the students, for your students, and we will do our bit towards our country. Thank you.